Well, hey everybody, I'm John Redland, and this is my review of New Japan Pro Wrestling's Road to Tokyo Dome Night 1, 2, and 3 events. I do apologize for not having single reviews of these shows, but unfortunately, I just didn't have time. I was super busy, I was working a whole lot, so that's why you're getting a block review. So some of these matches, the finer details will be skipped over because I got 21 matches to cover, and I don't want to make this review too long. But thank you guys for tuning in, I really do appreciate it, and holy crap, we are so close to Wrestle Kingdom 14, and it's going to be quite a show. I'm going to have my predictions up at least within the next week. Definitely by next Saturday. If not a little bit sooner, we will see. But since I got a lot of matches to cover, guys, let's jump right on into it. But let me know in the comments what you guys thought, because I really did enjoy these shows, particularly Night 3, and I'll get into that in just a bit. All at Korakuen Hall. All start with video packages, hyping up the big matches for Wrestle Kingdom 14, events throughout the year, which were really, really nice. Gave me a lot of good memories. Gave a lot of New Japan fans a lot of memories. Kevin, Gino Gambino, and Chris Charlton on commentary for all three events. We start with Jushin Thunder Liger, Tiger Mask, Yota Tsuji, and Yuya Uemura versus Togi Makabe, Taguchi, Hanma, and Rocky Romero. And throughout this, and especially on night 3, Yota just kept wanting to get to Makabe. He wanted to prove that, I may be a young lion, but damn it, I'm going to take you down. I'm going to take down one of New Japan's best. And this was, a pretty fun match. Typical opener. Liger in with Taguchi. That was some pretty nice exchanges. Rocky and Yuya in particular doing some pretty good moves. But in the end, falls to the cross arm breaker by Rocky Romero. And then we get Finlay and Juice and Hanare versus God and Bad Luck Fale with Jado. And of course, the heels attack. They target Hanare. Hanare did at least get to have some good showings, especially on night 2. I'll get into it in a bit. It was a preview of Finn Juice versus God for the IWGP Heavyweight Tag Team Championships. Fale and Hanare get back in and then pulls the pin and hits the grenade 1, 2, 3. So Fale pins Hanare to the shock of nobody. Anytime Hanare is in one of these matches, or at least throughout 2019, 95% of the time, he's going to take the pin. I like Hanare. I love Hanare. Don't want anybody to misinterpret my words. It's just since they're kind of, he's earning his keep, he's getting some good performances in, but still taking pins. I really hope the 2020 is going to be a bit of a start, like at least to push him a little bit, give him a win in the New Japan Cup, put him in the G1 field. Even if he only wins a couple matches, for God's sakes, give the guy a chance. He has been working hard. We then get Evil and Sonata versus Zack Sabre Jr. and Taichi, and they mentioned the tearaway trouser challenge, easy for me to say. I don't know why it took New Japan this long to start marketing and selling Taichi tearaway trousers. That seemed like a golden opportunity to, make a shitload of money. And then Chris Charlton, of course, was demonstrating in a video the tearaway trouser challenge because he loves it when Taichi removes his pants. Wait, maybe I shouldn't have said it that way. So we get it's a Sonata and Zack Sabre Jr. preview. Some very nice wrestling as you would expect between these two since they're facing off for the British Heavyweight Championship at Wrestle Kingdom. A little bit of a wrench may have been thrown into that by night 3. We get Evil and Taichi with some nice strikes as you would expect. Taichi really has done a lot better this year. There's some good roll-up switches between Sabre Jr. and Sonata, and Zack Sabre Jr. gets to pin on Sonata after not being able to beat him in 3 other contests, and that was pretty good. That was some pretty good stuff throughout the year, of course. Some good stuff. Enjoyed this. Sho, Yo, Goto, and Ishii versus ELP, Ishimori, Kenta, and Yujiro Takahashi. Junior heavyweight tag and never openweight championship previews with this. The heels immediately start targeting Yo after a little bit. Goto and Kenta get in with some nice strikes. Ishii and Yujiro. Everybody get in here. It's like that whole Harvey Birdman thing. And vertical drop brainbuster pins Yujiro for the 1, 2, 3. And then we get Shingo Naito versus Tanahashi and Ibushi. This is star-studded. This is where things picked up. The other matches are fine. This is where things picked up. Kevin Kelly hyped up Tanahashi versus Jericho for night 2. That's January 5th in Tokyo Dome. Gonna be pretty interesting to see how that match goes. Jericho did not show up at all to either of these events, which really shocked me. I mean, I know that he's appearing for, he's obviously the current AEW heavyweight champion, but it's still a little bit shocking. But, I guess the video packages they felt were enough. But this feels like the least hyped of his matches. Maybe, no, even less hyped than his match with Evil at Power Struggle last year. But very fast-paced start, you would expect here. Shingo and Tanahashi, give me this match next year. New Japan Cup, in the G1, I don't care. Give me this match. Shingo would be the perfect guy for Tana to put over and show that Shingo can be a star. Kota and Naito, they, of course, having some nice exchanges, not damaging each other's necks too much. We get more Tana and Shingo, and High Fly Flow gets countered. I don't know why Kota hates his neck, though. He did land on his neck a little bit, like during a couple moments. And then victory roll-up, Tana pin Shingo. Okay, right call. Shingo not quite there yet. Tana wants to prove that he is still the ace, and he's going to take down Jericho, and he's not ready to ride off into the sunset yet. That being said, it's what, Wrestle Kingdom 14? By Wrestle Kingdom 16, Tana's done. I hate to say it, by January of 2022. I don't mean to write off Tana like I don't respect him. I respect the hell out of him. And he deserves to see all the success and be part of the success that New Japan's having with all the stuff he's been doing. But I think he's done very, very soon. I think he knows that. We then get Jay White versus Chase Owens. Jay White and Chase Owens versus Okada and Yoshihashi. Oh, hey, Yoshihashi, you're here to take the pin. Oh, you took the pin. You took the pin. I didn't really care about this match because it was mainly about Jay and Okada having their like hype to possibly face off on January 5th. We will see, since Jay White's facing Naito and Okada is facing Ibushi on night 1. And it was what it was. A Blade Runner pins Yoshihashi. It was fine. It was fine. It's just if Jay's in there and Yoshihashi's is in there, no offense, I don't care. They could be the best wrestler over here. You could have these two guys having this monumental clash, and they could get right in the middle. And guess what? I don't care. I don't. It's not that they're not good performers. Get a video package for Hiromu's return. Great way to hype up, his comeback and everything. His first match back in like 530 days. I actually don't mind the fact that he returned here. I think it was the right call. This was a good match, though. It was Will Ospreay and Robbie Eagles, the Birds of Prey, versus Hiromu and Bushi. And you would have thought, okay, if Ospreay and Eagles get the victory, then we know who's going to take the pin. But this match, great, Ospreay and Hiromu. In this match and the respective matches that they faced off in tag matches, of course, they went 100 miles an hour. Hiromu looked like he hadn't missed a goddamn step. It's so great to see Hiromu back in Korakuen Hall, just back in New Japan Ring in general. You can tell that he absolutely loves being back. Great double teaming. Hiromu and Ospreay, they go outside. Outside into the crowd. That is some cool stuff. Hitting the walls and that. This was some pretty cool stuff. Eagles and Bushi, they go outside, of course. Eagles gets beat up for a while. More Hiromu and Ospreay. I think Hiromu got his nose busted a little bit during this match. We get Bushi and Eagles and a few close near falls and a few double team moves. And in the end, a powerbomb to Ospreay onto Eagles, which is a pretty cool way to break up a submission. And Hiromu looks like he's going to get the victory, but oh no, Eagles pins Hiromu after a roll-up, which shocked me. So Hiromu and Ospreay stare down. Overall, I would say this was a pretty fun event. I will say B. Well, I'll say B minus. Because it had its moments. None of the matches were particularly bad, but I'll say B minus because outside of a couple, you could have skipped this one, and it wasn't necessarily anything where it's like, okay, hey, I have to watch this live. Now, Wrestle Kingdom, guys, take some time off from work if you can. Sleep, get a nap in before. Whatever you have to do. Let's as New Japan fans, let's watch Wrestle Kingdom as much, live and as many numbers as we can. Like, really, this is going to be a big goddamn deal. That New Year's Dash, I'm not going to get any sleep from the 4th to the 6th. Because I also have to work all 3 of those days. Anyway, well, actually, yeah, I do have to work all 3 of those days. So, we start off with night 2. Yota Tsuji versus Hanare. This was fine. It was a good power battle. Yota did have a good showing, but in the end, the total bottom, 1, 2, 3. Hanare gained a nice victory. And this was fun. It was actually pretty decisive. Like, Yota did get in some strikes, but there was no doubt Hanare was going over here. We then get ELP, Ishimori, and Fale versus Makabe, Yuya, and Honma. It was fine. Yuya had a few good moments. I don't really care about this. Honma kind of half slams Fale. I'm worried every time Honma's in the ring. Yuya almost pinned Ishimori, but until the bloody cross, 1, 2, 3. Okay, not shocking, but Yuya actually had some pretty good showings in all 3 matches that he was in. Liger, Sho, and Yo versus Rocky, Tiger Mask, and Taguchi. High energy pace. Liger second to last match in Korakuen Hall. Easy for me to say. Liger and Tiger Mask and all the rich history that these 2 particular ones had. This rendition of Tiger Mask and Liger. It's just, you could tell the emotion. There was a little emotion after the match. Rocky and Yo, Rocky showing, hey, I may have taught you everything you know, but I didn't teach you everything I know. Big old dragon suplex by Yo, pins Tiger Mask, 1, 2, 3. And to show respect to Liger, in particular, Tiger Mask really did look like he was in tears. I believe Chris Charlton was the one that said that Liger was the best man at Tiger Mask's wedding, which is a big deal. You can tell, these two, they have a tremendous amount of mutual respect. I'm not ready for Liger to go, guys. I'm not. I know, and it's great that he's going to. I'm just not ready. I'm not ready. I'm not going to be ready. I'm going to be a freaking wreck on the 4th and the 5th. Good Lord. Once again, my Wrestle Kingdom preview will be up. I'm just going to do both nights because it's not going to take long. Anyway, we get EOP and Ishimori attacking Rocky, Show, and Yo afterwards. Of course we do. I mean, come on. They're heels. They got to be the heels. They got to do the thing with the Headbang Club and the Boning Soldier, and I don't know what I'm on about. Shingo and Sonata versus Taichi and Zack Sabre Jr. And this is a match where, unfortunately, Sonata suffered some sort of injury, like to his cheek or something, to his face, because he was off for night 3. Great wrestling from Sonata and Zack Sabre Jr., though. Shingo and Taichi with some great strikes. And then Zack Sabre Jr. Gets pinned with the bridge by Sonata. That was some good stuff. ZSJ lays out the ref because he's tired of this. Because he blames the ref for, like, Boris Johnson ruining the G1. I love Zack Sabre Jr.'s post-match promos and his unrelenting hatred of the British Conservative Party. So we then get Finjuice, Ishii, and Goto versus God, Kenta, and Yujiro. Same match, same variation, basically. Yujiro unfortunately suffered an elbow injury during this, but Peter was coming down to the ring, and Gino's like, oh, I can't work under these conditions, and I believe it was Chris that said, hey, Peter was trying to enter this bodybuilding competition earlier today, which I didn't even know was happening, but whatever. And Gino says, Chris, can you not talk for like 20 seconds? And Kevin Kelly says that's all it takes. I popped so goddamn loud, the doors were open at work. I think the businesses across the street heard me, and it was like full traffic. So thanks, Kevin Kelly. I laughed incredibly loud, and God forbid anybody that heard me right outside the store is probably thinking, that guy's nuts. And I am. That was pretty good stuff. And Gino did at one point say, oh, by the way, Girls of Destiny are Tongan and which is not from Samoa. Good line there from Gino. That's referencing what Enzo said about Tama Tonga. Let me say really, really quickly right here, and I will say again in the Wrestle Kingdom predictions, if they have Enzo show up at Wrestle Kingdom, that's going to put a damper on the show. Keep that piece of shit out of a New Japan ring, out of any wrestling ring with any credibility. He doesn't need to be there anymore. He does not need to be in wrestling anymore. So, action goes outside. Juice gets fired up. He fires up the crowd and everything. We get Goto and Kenta with another preview. Everybody get in here. And then GTR pins Yujiro. Yujiro did suffer a bit of an elbow injury, though, and apparently had some swelling. He had to take night 3 off, though. That was a little bit scary. Hopefully he's going to be okay for the match. I believe he is part of the never open weight gauntlet match that starts the main card of night 1. So, we get Tanahashi and Ibushi versus Chase Owens and Jay White-O, and there we go. It was fine. It was fine. It was Tana and Ibushi, so we naturally knew who was taking the pin. The heels attack at the bell or just before the bell. Tana and Chase. Do not give me Tanahashi and Jay White again, though, until at least the New Japan Cup. Give it a little bit, because their match of New Beginning in Osaka last year or earlier this year, God, it almost feels like it's 2020, and it almost is, was fine, but it wasn't great. Anyway, Ibushi and Jay did have some nice exchanges. We could possibly get that match on night 2. I don't think we're going to. But we then get the Jewel Heist for 2, High Fly Flow, pins Chase 1, 2, 3. We then get Bushi, Hiromu, Evil, and Naito versus Ospreay, Eagles, Okada, and Yoshihashi. Bushi's holiday mask was amazing. I mean, he even had he had the tongue thing sticking out, had a snowman on it. Bushi puts a lot of goddamn thought into his masks. If only his win-loss record was as flashy and great as his mask. That's mean. I like Bushi. Anyway, we get Naito and Okada. It's a lot of previews. It was really good stuff. It was a very well done match. Ospreay and Hiromu going 100 miles an hour again. Eagles and Hiromu were there. We go back to Naito and Okada. I think that's the match we're going to get on night 2. Makes the most sense. That's why it'll probably be Jay and Ibushi. But anyway, nice double teaming. Bushi kicked in the face repeatedly. This match might as well have been called Chaos Hates Bushi's Face. He got kicked pretty damn hard a few times. Hidden Blade and Stormbreaker 1, 2, 3 while Hiromu was being held by Robbie Eagles outside. And that was some good stuff. It was Ospreay's playing up the heel role. I think he played it up at the post-match promo night 1, and same here. He's playing up the heel role, and it is a smart move. Very, very smart move. I would definitely say that it's great that Ospreay's doing that. And it's not that Ospreay, because Ospreay has dyed his hair. He's gone a little darker. He's to the dark side. By the way, check out my Star Wars preview or review if you want to know what I thought. But anyway, with this event was about on par with night 2. It was about on par with night 2, just a little bit less than night 2. So I'm gonna have to say C+. I enjoyed some of this. I didn't really hate any of it, but it was just above average for me. This was also the free one that non-subscribers could watch. They could watch for free on New Japan World and, get enticed to get it. Which, by the way, guys, if you're watching this and you're wondering if you should get New Japan World, if you're even a little bit interested in Wrestle Kingdom, give it a shot. I took the plunge just before Wrestle Kingdom 12, just at the end of 2017. I think end of 2017, early 20, like the first of 2018. I am very excited or very happy that I did. Because reviewing New Japan has renewed a lot of my love in wrestling. But I'll say C+, so B-, C+, but what was good? Night 3. Night 3 is pretty goddamn good. They announced that Yujiro and Sonata are out of the matches, so they switched the card a little bit. And we get Taguchi, Honma, Yota versus Makabe, Tiger Mask, and Yuya Uemura. And it's kind of weird that you get Makabe and Taguchi, who are 2/3 of the never open-weight 6-man champions, on opposite sides of a team, and Yano's also, the third member of that team. I think they're losing those championships there. I also totally forgot those championships exist. But anyway, Yota kept going after Makabe, wanting to attack him. I mean, it worked for him for a little bit, then he got the shit beat out of him a little bit. We get Salty Tiger Mask, as the commentary put it, where, he's just laying in kicks. Yuya and Yota, Young Lions getting a chance to shine there. Honma and Makabe, who teamed up in World Tag League, but we're like, nope, we're going to slug the hell out of each other. Yuya and Taguchi, Yuya almost getting the victory, had a single leg Boston Crab on Taguchi for a while, but in the end, Taguchi reverses it into the ankle lock, and then hits Dodon 1, 2, 3. That was a nice little match. That was actually a pretty exciting match. This is where things really got turned up, because they were like, hey, we enticed some people, some possible new subscribers with the last night. Let's send everybody home happy, because this is the last event until Wrestle Kingdom. Like, any other stuff that they have is just going to be archived stuff for a possible press conference. Who the hell knows? We think it's Sho, Yo, and Robbie Eagles versus ELP, Ishimori, and Gato. Gato subbing for Yujiro, who had that elbow injury. Chaos attacks before the bell, even before ELP can make his flippy shit entrance. And this match spent most of the time outside. It looked like Bullet Club were about to leave to get counted out. Nope, they blindsided Chaos right by the entrance. Big old schmaz. At one point, Yo ends up liking Chris Charlton's lap, and Chris Charlton says at one point, paraphrasing here a little bit, a lot of people under different circumstances would love to have Yo on their lap. Chris Charlton is a goddamn delight on commentary. And then Eagles just kicks the shit out of ELP at one point, just really kicks him hard. The ref gets dragged by ELP, not dragged like in sense he insulted him, which is apparently the terminology these days. I don't understand, kids. Kids scare me. Moving on. And that causes a DQ. And then Chaos stands tall. They get their Super Junior Tag League trophies back that ELP and Ishimori stole at Power Struggle. Okay, cool. They got the trophies back. They'll probably get the titles also. Because ELP and Ishimori have had him since June, like mid-June. So unless they're going to suddenly build up another team, I think Sho and Yo are going to get him. Please get some new Junior Tag League or new Junior Tag teams in there. We then get ZSGA versus Bushi. Taichi was under a mask. It was he was under the Dark Horse mask, as it was put. It was obviously Taichi, and the commentary team just kept making horse puns, like, oh, he's really hoofing it there and this kind of stuff. And is he gonna do this? Nay. And it was kind of funny. They saddled us with a lot of these puns. DDT on the apron at one point, of course, the hardest part of the ring. Taichi did make his presence known, but shockingly, bridge pin, 1, 2, 3, Bushi pins Zack Sabre Jr. Zack Sabre Jr. was upset, attacked the ref and the Young Lions. I think this is smart for this reason. If for any reason Sonata is unable to go, who knows? Who knows what the deal is? Right now, we do not have a goddamn clue. We are just under 2 weeks away till Wrestle Kingdom. Bushi would be a fine replacement. If Sonata wasn't going to beat Zack Sabre Jr., Bushi could take a loss, or Bushi could get a shot at Zack Sabre Jr. if Zack Sabre Jr. beats Sonata at Wrestle Kingdom, which is entirely possible. So it was a smart move, and it was nice to at least give Bushi a win, because usually he's always taking a loss. Finn, Juice, Hanare, and Goto versus Guerrillas of Destiny, Kenta, and Bad Luck Fale. is fine. Jado annoys people, the commentary team for a bit. Well, not Gino, but annoys, Kevin Kelly swinging his stick and everything. Is fine. Is okay. I mean, Kenta's theme is the best part of Kenta. I'm sorry. I just don't have any interest in him. At the end, GTS pins Hanare 1-2-3. The match is okay. We then get Evil and Hiromu versus Ospreay and Ishii. If you see no other match besides the main event of this one, check this out. Will Ospreay, Hiromu Takahashi, going 100 miles an hour. Evil and Ishii just going absolutely insane, beating the shit out of each other. LIJ, Chaos. This was great. This was great stuff. Definitely the match of the 3 shows. It absolutely was. Ishii and it's a Wrestling Dontaku. It was night 1 or night 2. I don't remember because a lot of events are WWE, AEW, New Japan, NWA, and a lot of retro stuff and a lot of movies. So a lot of matches get tucked in here, but I know it was night 1 or 2. I know it was Dontaku this year. So chairs get used. The announcer's table spot where Gino gets knocked down, and because Gino is unfortunately a large individual, it took him a while to get up. Hiromu and Ospreay again. This was really a terrific match. Those strikes, the near falls, all that stuff. Ishii and Evil. Everybody get in here. Everybody's like just breaking up these pins. Vertical drop brainbuster. 1, 2, 3. Evil takes the pin. But you know what? This was good. You know who lost? Nobody. Well, I mean, technically Evil did. But the fans won because this was a terrific tag match. This is tag wrestling done right and how you preview something while giving everybody a chance to shine and showing that even in defeat, Evil can shine. So, Shingo and Naito versus Jay White and Chase Owens. Naito was aggressive. We get Shingo and Chase a bit. Chase Owens did get clocked with a pumping bomber a little bit too hard. It's like he was holding the back of his head. So hopefully it's like, I may knock Chase as far as finding him boring. I don't want the man injured, so I hope that he is going to be okay. I really do, because I believe that he's going to be part of the Never Openweight 6-man. Even if he wasn't going to be part of the card, I don't want the man himself to be hurt, so hopefully he is going to be okay. Because that pumping bomber looked pretty brutal. Last of the Dragons pins Chase, and then we get Naito attacking Jay, throwing him in some chairs, and even sitting and everything and doing this stuff. So that was pretty cool stuff. We then get Jushin Thunder Liger's last Cork and Hall match. Guys, I'm trying not to get emotional. I'm not ready. I am not ready for him to go. I'm not ready. Liger's career encompasses so much of what I love about New Japan. It encompasses everything from the 80s, like the late 80s, but the 90s to now. He got me to love the Super Brawl pay-per-view. Super Brawl 2, Electric Boogaloo. Him and Brian Pillman. One of the best matches of the 90s, easily. And Liger's feud with the Great Muta and all this stuff and everything. It just, I can't encompass Liger's career properly. But anyway, I'm going to be a freaking wreck during both those reviews. I'm going to especially be a wreck at New Year's Dash. When I do that review, I'm going to have to really try hard to not cry. So anyway, and I know that makes you seem silly, but you know what? Jushin Thunder Liger means the world to me as far as a wrestler. And I got to see him live once. Didn't get to meet him at the show, unfortunately. It is what it is. But I got to see him live once, so checked off the bucket list. We get Black Tiger. Or Black Liger. I can talk. I can't. Black Liger, a huge ovation. Huge ovation here. It's Jushin Thunder Liger, Tanahashi, Ibushi versus Okada, Rocky Romero, and Yoshihashi. Who do you think's going to take the pin? Shockingly, not Yoshihashi. That shocked me a little bit. This was good. They were split between Okada. The crowd was between Okada and Ibushi. Really should go with Ibushi being the double champion. They really should. I think they'll go with Naito. I hope they do. My Wrestle Kingdom preview, I really should just save it for that. But anyway, we get Liger and Rocky. Liger really getting a chance to shine during a lot of this. At one point, everybody goes outside. Okada slams Ibushi's head into the briefcase. We get Liger and Okada. A Liger bomb for 2. Broken up by Yoshihashi. Commentary says, or I think Kevin Kelly says, everybody hates Yoshihashi. Gino says, yeah, not just tonight. Poor Yoshihashi. I'm glad he's okay after braining himself on the stairs last year. But anyway, we get, it looked like Liger was going to get the victory, but nope. Tombstone, and then Rainmaker 1, 2, 3. And Okada, I think, has bell rung a little bit, or he got, I think it's when Liger slapped him in the face and did a few shotes. But Okada looked a little bit bewildered. but he said something to Liger, like probably like thank you. Like Okada was emotional. He's trying to point to Liger because Liger's outside. Liger would not even have a huge ovate or even take center stage. He wanted to make it about the young guys. That is what Jushin Thunder Liger has especially been doing this year. Put over Taiji Ishimori. He's done a lot of stuff. He wrestled G1 Supercard, all that. He has done everything, and he is doing his best to put people over on the way out. That is why I will not be surprised to see him lose his last match on January 5th. And then we have this big old schmaz thing at the end. Let me just get my notes again. Okada and Ibushi face to face. This snow falls, and then suddenly Jay White attacks Okada and Ibushi. And then Naito runs in. And then Gato runs in with a chair, hitting a not very good chair shot. No, it looks like Jay White's going to get this. Okada hits a drop kick. Okada stands tall. It's going to be very interesting to see what happens at Wrestle Kingdom. This gets a B. This was easily the best show of it. And again, I'm not ready for Liger to retire. So guys, I hope you enjoyed the quick reviews that I did of all three of these shows. Sorry for a bit of a long review, but 21 matches in about 26 minutes. I think I did pretty well. Let me know what you guys thought of these shows, and Wrestle Kingdom predictions will be coming up pretty damn soon. Agree, disagree with what I said? Like, share, subscribe. Twitter handle in the description. I'm John Ritlin. I'll see you soon.